It doesn't make sense. Nothing is technically wrong. You're not in a crisis. Nobody died. You didn't lose your job. Your life, from the outside, looks completely fine. But somewhere inside you, something feels missing. And the worst part is you can't explain it. You can't point to a reason. You can't trace it back to a moment. It just shows up out of nowhere, like a quiet weight that settles in your chest without warning. And so, you do what most people do. You pick up your phone. You scroll. Not because anything interesting is happening. Not because you're looking for something specific. Just scrolling, waiting for the feeling to pass. But it doesn't really pass, does it? It just gets quieter for a while, and then it comes back. If that sounds familiar, this is for you. Here's the first thing I want you to know, that empty feeling. It's not a sign that something is broken inside you. It's not depression, though it can feel that way. It's not ingratitude, though people might tell you to just be grateful. It's not weakness, it's a signal. Your mind is trying to tell you something, and because you keep scrolling past it, it keeps coming back louder. So what is it actually telling you? Here's what most people don't realize about emptiness. It almost never shows up when you're living fully in your own life. It shows up when you've been living on the surface of it. Think about your days for a second. How much of your time is spent doing things that actually feel like yours? Things that connect to who you really are, what you actually want, what genuinely matters to you, and how much of it is just motion, going through the routine, doing what needs to be done, showing up where you're supposed to show up. For most people, it's mostly the second one, and after a while your mind notices the gap between the life you're living and the life that actually feels like you. That gap is what empty feels like. It's not nothing. It's your deeper self quietly saying, something important is missing, and you haven't stopped long enough to find out what. But here's where the phone makes everything worse. When that feeling hits, reaching for your phone feels like relief. And in a way, it is, for a moment. The scroll gives your brain just enough stimulation to stop noticing the emptiness. But here's what actually happens underneath. Every time you scroll past the feeling, you train your brain to avoid it. And the more you avoid it, the louder it has to get to reach you. So the emptiness doesn't go away. It just builds, quietly in the background. Until one day, it hits so hard that scrolling doesn't even help anymore. You've probably felt that too. That moment when you put your phone down and realize nothing helped. Nothing filled it. The feeling is still there, maybe heavier than before. That's not a phone problem. That's a signal problem. Your mind is done being ignored. It needs you to stop and listen. So what do you actually do about it? You don't need a life overhaul. You don't need to quit everything and start over. You need one honest question. The next time that empty feeling shows up, before you reach for your phone, pause for just 10 seconds and ask yourself, what have I been neglecting? Not what you should be doing, not what other people expect from you. What part of yourself have you been pushing aside because there wasn't time, because it felt selfish, because you told yourself you'd get to it later? That answer, whatever comes up, is what the emptiness has been trying to show you. You don't have to fix it today. You don't have to know exactly what to do next. But just naming it, just acknowledging it, changes something. Because emptiness shrinks the moment you stop running from it and start listening to it. If this channel is somewhere you keep coming back to, because something here feels honest and real, stick around. No fake energy, no empty advice, just real conversations about what's actually going on inside your head. Subscribe if this feels like somewhere you belong. You're not empty because something is wrong with you. You're empty because something in you is waiting to be heard, and it has been waiting, quietly, patiently, for you to finally put the phone down and listen.